डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प डिनर पार्टी रे फुटिला गोली वाशिंगटन एक होटेल रे अचानक गुलिकांड घटी बड़ खबर सामना को आसी रात्रि भोजन रे ट्रम्प जोग देवाक जाउथिले आ ई समय गुली फुटिथिला सुरक्षाकर्मी तांको सुरक्षित भाव में उद्धार करथिले डिनर पार्टी रे 4 ରୁ 6 राउंड फायरिंग होईछि सुरक्षाकर्मी संपृक्त दुर्बृत्त को काबू करिसंती वाशिंगटन रो हिल्टन होटेल रे आयोजित ए हाई प्रोफाइल कार्यक्रम में डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प सहित तांको पत्नी मेलानिया ट्रम्प एवं उपराष्ट्रपति जेडी भांस मध्य उपस्थित थिले समस्ते सुरक्षित थिबा को आजाउछि ए बड़ खबर डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प डिनर पार्टी रे फुटिला गोली वाशिंगटन रो एक होटेल रे अचानक ये गोली चालना होईछि रात्रि भोजन रे डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प जोग देबाक जाउथिले आ ठीक एही समय रे गोली फुटिथिला सुरक्षाकर्मी डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प को सेठारु सुरक्षित भावे उद्धार करिसंती जहां सूचना जे पार्टी रे डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प पत्नी मेलानिया ट्रम्प एवं उपराष्ट्रपति जेडी भांस मध्य सेठी उपस्थित रहिथिले एवं समस्तंकु सुरक्षाकर्मी सुरक्षित भावे सेठु बाहर करिसंती एवं जो दुर्बृत्त ए गुलिकांड घटाइछि गुली चालना करिथिला ताकु मध्य काबू करा जाइछि डिनर पार्टी रे 4 ରୁ 6 राउंड फायरिंग होइथिबा नै बड़ खबर रहिछि सुरक्षाकर्मी दुर्बृत्त को काबू करिसंती वाशिंगटन रो हिल्टन होटेल रे ए हाई प्रोफाइल कार्यक्रम आयोजन करा जाइथिला एते सुरक्षा बल सत्वे केमिति सेठी गुली चालना घटिला ताहा ही सबुठु बड़ प्रश्न जहाँकि सुरक्षा दिगरे मध्य सबुठु बड़ प्रश्नवाची सृष्टि करुछि ए संपर्क में अधिक आलोचना पई वैदेशिक व्यापार विशेषज्ञ डॉक्टर विनोद मिश्रा आम सहित जोड़ी होचंती डॉक्टर मिश्रा आपनको स्वागत करुछि ओटीवी को हाई प्रोफाइल कार्यक्रम जोठी डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प उपराष्ट्रपति जेडी भांस उपस्थित कड़ा सिक्युरिटी सार सेठी रहितिबो केमिति गुली चालना घटिला सुरक्षा दिगरे केते बड़ त्रुटि आपण देखुछंती
American security establishment ପାଇଁ এটা definitely ଗୋଟେ embarrassing moment କାରଣ ଏତେ high security zone ଯୋଉଠି କି जेडी भांस मेलानिया ट्रम्प and moreover Donald Trump himself present ରହିଛନ୍ତି ସେଭଳି ଜାଗାରେ ଏଭଳି security labs ଆଉ 7-8 ରାଉଣ୍ଡ ଗୁଳି ଫୁଟିବା ଯଦିଓ ଏପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଏଇଟା କନଫର୍ମ ନୁହଁ କି whether those bullets were aimed at Donald Trump or not but it is enough कि ତାଙ୍କ presence रे जदि फायरिंग होची ताले स्पेकुलेशंस तो रहइबो कारण डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प वर्तमान पर्यंत बहुत गुडे कंट्रोवर्शियल स्टेप
सर टिके क्षमार सहित मु आपनको अटकेबा पई चाहिबी वर्तमान समय वाशिंगटन डीसी रे मध्य रहिचंती डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प एवं गोलीकांड घटना को नै कोन संबोधन करूचंती कोन कहउचंती ट्रम्प आपनको सुनौछ
I will say, it's not a particularly secure building and I didn't want to say this but this is why we have to have all of the attributes of what we're planning at the White House. It's actually a larger room and it's much more secure. It's drone proof, it's bulletproof glass. We need the ballroom. That's why Secret Service, that's why the military are demanding it. They've wanted the ballroom for 150 years for lots of different reasons, but today's a little bit different because today we need levels of security that probably nobody's ever seen before. But everyone owes a tremendous debt of gratitude to the courage of law enforcement, the law enforcement and working with the D.C. police. And we just spoke with the mayor. And when we're finished, the police chief is going to take over and discuss it also from their viewpoint. But they also performed exactly as they were supposed to. And you see the attacker in different positions, but you also see the attacker totally subdued and under control. So as you know, this is not the first time in the past couple of years that our republic has been attacked by a would-be assassin who sought to kill. In Butler, Pennsylvania, less than 2 years ago, you all know that story. And in Palm Beach, Florida, a few months after that, we came close. We really had, again, we had some great work done by law enforcement. But in light of this evening's events, I ask that all Americans recommit with their hearts in resolving our difference peacefully. We have to resolve our differences. I will say, you had Republicans, Democrats, Independents, Conservatives, Liberals, and Progressives. Those words are interchangeable, perhaps, but maybe they're not. But yet everybody in that room, big crowd, record-setting crowd. There was a record-setting group of people. And there was a tremendous amount of love and coming together. I watched and I was very, very impressed by that. But we were, First Lady and I were taken very well care, very quickly rushed off the stage. Vice President J.D. Vance, who's here, was likewise beautifully done. He was just saying how quickly everybody acted, law enforcement, Secret Service in particular in this case, but law enforcement. Marco had the same thing. Pete was there. Pete didn't want any help. He didn't want anybody to help. He doesn't want anybody to help him, but he did get some, didn't you? And I think you also said that it was very impressive. So with that, I'd like to ask Todd Blanche to come up, say a few words, and tell you it's already underway. The man has been captured. They're going to his apartment. I guess he lives in California, and he's a sick person, a very sick person, and we don't want things like this to happen. I think it's very important that I say, though, and I told the representatives of the evening, they did such a beautiful job. It was such a beautiful evening. And again, they're talking about free speech in our Constitution. That's what it's all about, not just White House correspondence. It was really based on free speech in our Constitution. But I said very importantly that we'll do it again within the next 30 days, and we'll make it bigger and better and even nicer. So I just want to thank everybody that was involved. I also want to thank the press, the media. You've been very responsible in your coverage. I will say I've been seeing what's been out. You've been very responsible. So Todd Blanche, I'd like to say a few words, and then we're going to have cash. And then you're going to go on. We can ask, I guess we can take a couple of questions. I want to thank the First Lady for, that was a rather...
डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प प्रतिक्रिया मध्य आपण शुणुथिले आम सहित वैदेशिक व्यापार विशेषज्ञ डॉक्टर विनोद मिश्र मध्य जोड़ी अछंती डॉक्टर मिश्र जो कथा आम आलोचना करुथुले जे गोटे पटे मध्य प्राच्य रे अशांति जारी रहिछि एवं युद्धर घनघटा भितरे सबुठु शक्तिशाली राष्ट्रर ए शक्तिशाली राष्ट्रपतिक उपरे केमिति गुली चालना होई पारे से कार्यक्रम रे केम देखुछन ए घटना को जो कथा आपण आलोचना करुथुले जे सुरक्षा बड़ त्रुटि मध्य होईछि सुरक्षा रे
वर्तमान गुडा आपण सुनि पे डोनाल्ड स्पीच ତାହାରୁ ମତେ ଲାଗୁଛି ଡୋନାଲ୍ଡ ଟ୍ରମ୍ପ ଆଟଲିଷ୍ଟ ଏଇଟାକୁ ଇଣ୍ଟରନ୍ୟାସନାଲ ପଲିଟିକ୍ସର ପାର୍ଟ ବୋଲି ମାନୁନାହାନ୍ତି ଯାହା ସେ କହିଲେ ସେ ଡେମୋକ୍ରାଟ ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟି ବୋଲି ସେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ସେ ପଲିଟିକାଲ ଡିଭାଇଡରୁ ଏଇ ସୁଟିଂ ହେଇଥାଏ ବୋଲି ଡୋନାଲ୍ଡ ଟ୍ରମ୍ପଙ୍କ ଯାହା ଲାଗୁଛି ଲୋକଟି ଯିଏ ସୁଟର ସେ କାଲିଫର୍ଣ୍ଣିଆରୁ ବୋଲି ଡୋନାଲ୍ଡ ଟ୍ରମ୍ପ କହିଲେ and he didn't talk about racial identity. So, motive. A Californian person, not Hispanic, not Asian, not non-American. American is fine. Donald Trump ko pakhre how kichi obviously shooter rahujandi bisare kichi se bhi jani parunahanti. Seithpai very limited response reaction. Democrats have been pardoned. So this is a political accusation straight at a political party. I would refrain from guessing ki kaun heitai pare, motive kaun heitai pare. Yes, hame samajhte janiche American political class, the American political culture is now much degraded. It wasn't like any developing country, the political system highly divided, racially divided. On color it is divided. So, किसी भी कारण है particularly वर्तमान जो ICE activity चली थी, immigration नहीं, जो mass exodus करा जाऊँगी, forcible capture करा जाऊँगी, detention करा जाऊँगी in various cities, कई भी तादरा कितो ही काम करते हैं परे. We have to wait for more details to emerge.
सबुठ बड़ कथा सर जे ये केवल अमेरिकार ए आभ्यंतरीण व्यापार कारण होई पारे ना मिडिल ईस्ट वार को मध्य एथिरे लिंक करा जाय पारे
मु वर्तमान से लिंक ता करू कोन से बड़ी एविडेंस आसुनी मैन फ्रॉम कैलिफोर्निया तार कोनो से आइडेंटिटी रिवील नहीं सो इट वुड बी futile, it would be pointless to bring in international context. And 2 years of shooting we didn't find any international context. It was basically domestic context. So America Bortman enough domestic context. The political culture in United States is like any developing So it might be racially or economically
ଏବେ
motivated.
ନଜର ରହିବ କଣ ଅଧିକ ସ୍ପଷ୍ଟ ସୂଚନା ଆସିପାରୁଛି ଗୁଳିକାଣ୍ଡକୁ ନେଇ। ବହୁତ ବହୁତ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ଡକ୍ଟର ବିନୋଦ ମିଶ୍ର ଆପଣଙ୍କର ତମାମ ଆଲୋଚନା ପାଇଁ।